So I've received my Guardian Angel strobe light. Now this strobe was made for a lot of things and not specifically for aviation, but I thought that this might fit my needs for a strobe light. And so I'm going to test it out and see exactly, how can I mount it? Will it work? Can you see it? Is it bright enough? And I've got some attachments here that were sent to me. Some tethers. Got a long tether, a short tether, and then I've got a universal clip mount, magnetic, and I'm going to try that and see, how I can find a use for that on my trike. And also I've got a bike strap, and it has a connector that I should be able to use to mount onto a bike handlebar, or in my case, into my roll cage. And we'll see what it looks like and how it might fit. I haven't opened these up or haven't done anything with them, so this is all new to me. This also looks like it could be a wrist strap as well. It would be a small wrist. So looks like it might be able to fit that way, and then to bend it over, and then to put on. Boy, it's got a heck of a magnet. It's got a heck of a magnet. And you could actually, it's got a couple little screws, bolts, kind of a screw-like bolt, small, fine thread, that connects this if I want to put it on permanent. But it looks like I can hook this and wrap it around something, and it's all rubbery. Let's see if I can get it off again. Put this around the bar, and this is real soft rubber down here, and that should hold. And I have a place where I think this might work, and that's on the front of my trike. Yeah, that may work. Magnet. And so I'm going to give that a shot. So this is going to be a really informal discussion and talk about this Guardian Angel Strobe system. And this is another magnet. And this magnet here has a curve on it where I think it would fit on my helmet. So I could mount this to my helmet and then put this on top. And it's a strong magnet. I also think that this would be a great fit to put on the wing. So I could put it on the underside or top side of the wing and then clamp that on there and then turn it on. Now this has some features. This strobe has some features. One of the features about it is that you can recharge it, and it has a very long battery life from what I'm understanding. Now I ran it for over an hour, and it ran just fine. It just continued to run without needing another charge. And I've seen or heard so far that it'll run from 12 to 19 hours, depending on if you're on low or high. And boy, everything is so solid built on this, and it's waterproof. You could go underwater with it, but it has a USB, I think it's a USB-C charger, kind of like your newer iPhones. And it's you can tell that it's waterproof because the way it's molded with the soft rubber, and it's got this clamp here. Now, this is what the top of it looks like. And as I was talking about earlier, this isn't specifically made for aviation. However, I think it could be used for strobe for aviation. There's some buttons on here, and I'm going to go ahead. I know you're waiting for me to turn this on so you can see how bright it is and so forth, but it is daylight, so it's hard to tell. But I think that you're going to be able to see that it is really bright. Now, it has other uses, like I was talking about earlier. For an example, if you want to, if you press it once, it has a red light that for low light reading. So let's say, for an example, if you were a police officer and they have some mounts that would fit on your shoulder here, and you were just reading some paperwork and so forth inside your patrol car, you would use that light. And I could see, you could use it for your own personal purposes as well as flying. And if you push it again, it gets brighter. So it has different levels. And then it also will light up, and you can use it as a flashlight. So, and it also has a little button on the back that you push and it changes the light level. So you have very low, high, medium, and low. So it's also got a front light, and you put the F for front light, and if you push it twice, it will strobe. You have one with an R, it's for a backlight, or for rear, and it has different levels. You can change the light level on it as well. And if you hold down on it, it will strobe. And you can change the intensity of that strobe. Now, if you press the Guardian Angel or the GA button on top, what you're going to get is everything lights up. And there's a little light up on top that even lights up. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. And you can see that if I turn it around, you're getting strobe from all the way around this unit. And it's all white except there's a couple red lights on the front side or the rear side. But what's important to us as aviators, as paramotor pilots, is the strobe. Also on top of the light, there's a strobe, and it's very bright. And you can adjust all this, make it dim with a button on top. But in our cases, for flying, we would probably just leave it on high, press the GA button for Guardian Angel, and let it go. Now, once again, I don't know if you can tell how bright it is. I'm going to wait till it gets dark. I'm going to hook it onto my trike. I'm going to go flying. What I wanted to do is just kind of make a quick video talking about it, introducing it, and we'll go from there. So let's see what happens. Let's mount it on the trike and give it a whiz. Guardian Angel. I don't know what the cost is. It's around, I've seen them advertised. This is the Elite model. I've seen them anywhere from $59 to $99. And I know that these accessories are extra. Once again, I received this as a demo unit where the folks that run the company probably felt that they might like to get into the aviation side and allowed me to test it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test it. I've already got several strobes on my trike. I've got some other strobes on my unit, and I run the Abrams, and I run the Chip Hunter or the Hunter strobe, and I run another strobe that I purchased Uh, it didn't have a brand name on it, came out of China, but it had 12 different lights on it, and it was equal to the Abrams as far as uh, the brightness and the strobe. And it was fairly inexpensive, so I wanted to go ahead and try it. I've got some other strobe lights that I'm going to try in the future. I like strobes, and and I used to have a hoop strobe, LED lights around my hoop, and I had to fix one of my hoops about a month or two ago, and so I disconnected LED. But I do plan on putting another one on there, and it'll flash. But anyway, this is about the Guardian Angel, and hopefully it can take the place of all of them. And what I really like about the Guardian Angel is how bright it is, and I like that it holds a charge and it charges quick, and you don't have to have any extra 12-volt batteries attached to it, or 3.7 volts, or whatever the voltage. It's on its own, and when you're done, you can recharge it when you're home.